Hare Krishna, everybody. Dandavat Pranam. So let us pay our respectful obeisances unto the deities of ISKCON Sheshatripuram, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai ki jai, Nitai Chaitanya ki jai, Vamandev ki jai, Parshuram Bhagavan ki jai, Giri Govardhan ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai. Let us do the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are doing chapter number 2, and the verse we are doing today is 41. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana bahushaka hyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched. So let us first meditate upon this verse. What is Lord Sri Krishna trying to say here? Those who are on this path. Which path? The path given by Lord Sri Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. What are the characteristics of those who are in this path? Resolute in purpose. They have just one purpose in life. Their aim is one. What is their aim? Their aim is to go back to Godhead. And what about those who are not on the path of Krishna consciousness, who are in the path of sense gratification? What about them? The intelligence is many branched. It's not resolute. So it is split into many branches. So this is a very important verse for us, which gives us a lot of nice instructions for us. Okay. So basically the thing is, first of all, we have to understand here the meaning of Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Right? Vyavasayatmika Buddhi means, Krishna is saying, right, those who are resolute in purpose. That word Vyavasayatmika Buddhi or Vyavasayatmika intelligence means having strong faith that one will attain the highest perfection of life through Krishna consciousness. To do anything in life, we need to have faith. Even if you are doing some simple dish from YouTube, right? You must have faith that, this dish, if I prepare from the YouTube, it will come out well. It will be tasty. It will not be a waste of my time. Time is wasted. Ingredients are wasted. People who are eating it are unhappy. What is the use? Right? So we must have confidence. Who is speaking this? To whom is he speaking this? Is this knowledge authorized? Right? So we must know that. And what is the purpose that Krishna is setting in our life? The purpose that Krishna is setting us is to go back to Godhead. That is to the personal abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Means at the end of this life, Krishna is promising that anybody who takes up this path will come back to the world of Krishna. It's called, as Prabhupada calls it, back to Godhead. Why does he call it back to Godhead? Just like how we say back home, right? We go back home. We go to office, and then after a long days of work, or let's say that if we go on a long travel all over India tour, after that we become very tired and say, Now it's time to go back home, right? Similarly, back to home, back to Godhead means home is actually Godhead. Whatever we think as this as our home, this is actually not our home. Our home is back in the Godhead. Because this so called home is nothing but a cycle of birth and death. This is a place of suffering, right? On the other hand, the place of Krishna, every day is a festival in his kingdom. So it is said that Ganam Natyam Gamanam Api Vamshi Priyasakhi. So it says that Katha Ganam means even just talking is singing in Golok Vrindavan. Natyam Gamanam, walking is dancing, right? And it's Akhanda Utsavam. Every day is a festival in Krishna's abode. So this is the place which we are talking about. So one thing that we have to understand here is, if we start practicing Krishna consciousness, there is no need for us to do any kind of ordinary obligations. I mean, this is from the purport written by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada is saying that one who is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness need not act in the relationship to the material world, which are ordinary obligations to other living entities. Excuse me. See, generally, the living entities who are in this material world have got obligations. What kind of obligations? Family obligations, obligations to society, obligation to humanity, obligations to the country, like that. But one who is engaged in the duty of Krishna consciousness, which is the occupational duty of the soul, the topmost occupational duty, we do not need to act in other obligations, which has been confirmed by Krishna also, right? Vedeshu yajneshu tapassueva daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam. Krishna says that whatever benefit that you will get by reading the Vedas, by doing charities, by doing fire sacrifices, or any kind of obligatory duties, is obtained in full, in perfection through Krishna consciousness. So, so the thing is, a person who is in Krishna consciousness must know that Krishna is the source of everything. Now the question arises, how is it that by serving Krishna, we are able to get all the benefits of doing everything, all the obligatory duties? That is because it is said in the Vedas that worshipping Krishna is similar to watering the root of a tree. If there is a tree, and if you want to water each and every leaf, branch, you don't go and put it on the leaf or the branch, you put it in the roots. Similarly, Krishna is the origin of the universe. Everything is nothing but Krishna. Krishna is present everywhere. He is all pervasive in his impersonal form, and he is present as the super soul in our heart. So if we are worshipping Krishna, that means we are doing the topmost actually duty. Now, how do we do this Krishna consciousness? Now we are coming to the most important point, that this Krishna consciousness is best performed under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. That means I must not try to do Krishna consciousness whimsically. If I try to do whimsically, it will become a disturbance to the society, nor will I get perfect. Nor will I get perfection in Krishna consciousness. So, first of all, we must take guidance of a spiritual master. Who is the spiritual master? A spiritual master is one who is a bona fide representative of Krishna. Krishna is there within, and Krishna comes as the spiritual master without. Means outside, he gives instructions as the spiritual master. Inside, he is as the super soul. Now, we have to firmly believe in the instructions of the spiritual master. Now, that is the secret of success in Krishna consciousness. So, this verse is very important, because Srila Prabhupada took inspiration from this verse, and he had read this verse, and he read the commentary by Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura, where it is written, Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur says, Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadan nagati kutopi, dhyayan stuvam stasya yashastri sandhyam, vande guru shri charanara vindam. Means, by the satisfaction of the spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied. And by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of becoming promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, I shall meditate and pray for his mercy 3 times a day and offer my respectful obeisances unto him, my spiritual master. So, the central point here is, we must first of all approach a spiritual master. And who is that spiritual master? Who is a bona fide representative of Krishna. And then we must accept instructions from the spiritual master. And after getting the instructions of the spiritual master, we must make it our life mission. Our life mission should be to execute the instructions of the spiritual master. Spiritual master will give some general instructions and some specific instructions to a disciple. So we must actually meditate upon these instructions. What are the instructions that my Gurudev has given me? What is it that my Gurudev wants? And we should also think, what is my goal of life? Is my goal of life aligned with the mission of my spiritual master? If it is not aligned, then we must align it. Only then we will get success in Krishna consciousness. Actually, this is the process that Lord Krishna has given. Krishna consciousness is best executed under the guidance of a spiritual master. Now, somebody can ask, why do we require spiritual master? Why don't I do it myself? Bhakti is supposed to be very easy. It is accessible to everybody. I'll do it at my home. But then we must understand that if a doctor has to become a doctor will first of all go to a college and study and get a certificate. And after that also, the doctor does not start the practice on his own. The doctor will join as an assistant to another senior doctor. It's the same case for a lawyer also. For any serious profession, this is how it works. If for an ordinary profession like a doctor or lawyer is so much of work is required, we are talking about a transcendental profession here, going back to Godhead, which is possible after millions of lifetimes, then how important it is that we should not go by the instructions of our whimsical mind. If our mind could give us instructions and tell us how to go back to Godhead, why we have not gone back to Godhead all these lifetimes? By now, we should have been in Vaikuntha. Why are we rotting in this material world? We have to reflect upon these points. If mind of Arjuna is enough for him to fight the battle of Kurukshetra, then why does he need Krishna as the charioteer? And why does he even have to ask Krishna? Why does he have to take instructions from Krishna? If every living entity can create their own procedure, this is my philosophy of life. This is how we think it is. Actually, this is our problem. We have been doing this kind of speculation for lifetimes after lifetime. And I tell you, the only instruction our mind gives us is enjoy. This is the only instruction that we get from our mind. So let's not get cheated by our mind by accepting the mind as a spiritual master, right? We must accept a bona fide representative of Krishna as a spiritual master. From his behavior, we can see very clearly all his life, the bona fide representative or a pure devotee of Krishna would have dedicated his life in the service of Krishna. At every point of time, that person would have demonstrated his commitment towards Krishna consciousness. Such a spiritual master we must choose, and we must go, and we must sincerely serve. No duplicity. This is not a job that I want some money, I will do it for his. No, it's not like that. This is a transcendental business. So I am going there. I am going to dedicate my life and soul. I'm going to first of all understand what my Gurudev wants. And I'm going to act accordingly. That's why it said, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koribo Aikya Arana Koriho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Je Prasade Pure Sarva Asha. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. So let us all commit ourselves that we shall become successful in Krishna consciousness. We go back to Godhead in this lifetime only. And how do we do that? By serving the spiritual master. So let's try to understand the important instructions of Lord Krishna, meditate upon it, and see how we can implement in our life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, you can ask. Hare Krishna. Questions or any comments? Anybody wants to add something? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat. Your throat is still very bad, Prabhu. Do you have fever? You're not looking up to it.
I'm fine. Okay, that's just the throat.
Please take care, Prabhu. If you let it go, it'll, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Speedy recovery to you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.